going, guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. It has been quite some time since I've done a post-narrated Wi-Fi battle, so that is what I've decided to bring for you guys today. So I just put together a random UU team, and it turned out to be a pretty good match against Joel. So I've got my Scrotum, my Rotom Heat, Alakazam, Quagsire, Metagross, Toxicroak, as well as my trusty Noivern. I mean, honestly, like, Quagsire just recently got dropped down to UU, and I don't understand why, because Quagsire is such a strong Pokemon. He is completely underrated, and people should use him. I mean, I could actually see him going back into OU quite soon. So Joel's got a pretty strong looking team as well here. He's got a Dragonite, Charizard, Florges, Skarmory, Liepard, and a Swampert. So I knew that the Skarmory is going to be a huge problem. I need to make sure that I keep one of my Pokemon that has the fire type moves, which is only my Rotom Heat or my Noivern with the flamethrower. So I wasn't too sure who he was going to lead off with, but I really wanted to get off my trick, because I mean, how often is it that you successfully get off a trick? And I was like really thrilled here because I managed to get off the trick, but it turns out that he's holding the Assault Vest, so it's not the end of the world. I thought maybe that was the leftover set and he wanted to get up a Stealth Rocks, but it's okay. So you know what, at least I know he's more of an offensive set, and now I'm going to be able to switch out into my Toxicroak because I've got the dry skin, and now I'm going to get nice and moist. That is awesome. I felt pretty awesome making that that play right there. So now I decided to go for the retarded Poison Jab. I don't know why I did that, because obviously he has a Skarmory which is going to bring in. And I was like, damn it, you know what, let me just switch out, because I'm going to go to my Rotom now again, because I just knew the Stealth Rocks were coming. And that makes sense, you know, why would he have two Stealth Rocks? Obviously his Skarmory is going to be the Stealth Rocker, and his Swampert would take on more of a either defensive or an offensive role. So he brings back in his Swampert, and I just go straight for the Overheat. I didn't want to take any chances. And you know what, at least he doesn't have the Assault Vest anymore, so this Overheat does a decent amount, and I'm at -2 now. So I just decided to stay in and go for another Overheat, and I guess you'll see now, he actually goes straight for the Ice Beam, and now I'm at -4, so that's really shitty. And he goes to the Ice Beam. I think he predicted me to switch out, honestly. He must have predicted me to go into maybe my Noivern, you know, predicting like an Earth. I don't know. He obviously predicted my switch. But I just stayed in and went for another Overheat, because I'm at -6 now. And I was like, maybe I'll get a crit and I can take this thing out. And he's locked into Ice Beam, and that is doing hardly anything. And now I decided to actually switch out because the Stealth Rocks are up, and I just have enough HP for me to survive if I bring Rotom back in onto the Stealth Rocks, because I have just above quarter HP. So I know he's locked into the Ice Beam, and I decided to bring in Metagross, because Metagross will take that pretty well. And now I have a safe turn to get up my own Stealth Rocks. So that's pretty awesome. I guess I don't know why he brought in his Skarmory. I guess he predicted me to actually have, this is more of a physical set, but this is my support Metagross, which is awesome. It catches a lot of people off guard. So now I'm going to be able to get up my screens, and I was like, shit, am I really faster than the Skarmory? But actually he went for the Whirlwind, so that's unfortunate. I bring in my Toxicroak comes in, which really sucks, because this is the Focus Sash Toxicroak, so I'm like, you know, that's pretty much useless now. At least I have the Reflect up, I might as well just go for a Drain Punch to see how much that does. But it doesn't do too much. It does, like, you know what, I think it's like, that's like 15%. It's like, screw it, you know what, whatever. Just, I should be able to take one Brave Bird because of the Reflect being up, and then I can just at least, you know, get some recoil with that Brave Bird. Set up a Swords Dance now, because I know the obvious roost is obvious now, because he obviously knows that, you know, the Drain Punch is hardly doing anything, and he can pretty much stall me out, and I'll just be taking a lot of Rocky Helmet damage. So now I just go straight for the Drain Punch. I'm like, yo, really? Swords Dance did so much damage, but no, it was a crit. So that was cool, you know, a little bit of hacks there. And now you go straight for the Brave Bird. It looks like I might be able to survive one more Brave Bird, but it takes me out. And actually, I was actually pretty happy with that, because I wanted him to take out my Toxicroak so that I could get a free switch into something else, because he would basically be able to roost off all of that damage if my Toxicroak still stayed in. So that actually worked out pretty well. So now I decided to bring in my Magic Guard Alakazam, which is not going to get pointed by those damn stones. And now I'm just going to go straight for a Psychic. I don't know why I don't have the Psyshock on my Alakazam. You'll see I actually have Hidden Power, and I don't even know what Hidden Power it is. I think it must be a Hidden Power like retarded. So now I just decided to go for a Psychic, and I was pretty happy with the amount of damage that the Psychic did on this Florges, because we know how bulky Florges is. And you'll see he actually just went for the Protect there just to get back some HP, and I just decided to stay in and just go straight for Psychic, spam the hell out of the Psychic. So now he's obviously getting back all of that damn, well, he went for the Wish, my bad, he went for the Wish, and he's obviously the Wish Protect set, and it's so obvious when somebody goes for Wish that they're going to go for Protect, and I did not want to over predict and switch out to something else and take like a Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam or something, you know, from this thing, which would be very unnecessary. So I just decided to stay in and go for another Psychic, and I guess maybe he was trying to stall me out and just wear out those Reflect turns, because now he goes into his Liepard. I guess maybe I was kind of trying to bluff the Choice Spec set, but I mean, I do have Noivern, which is generally always choice spec, so who knows. I just decided to switch out because the obvious Thunder Wave was obvious, and I decided to bring in QUAGSIRE because QUAGSIRE is like, fuck you, you can't Thunder Wave me, bitch. I'm gonna just troll your ass all day long. And now he goes straight for the taunt, expecting me to go for a curse, and I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I went for the waterfall. I was really contemplating going for the curse, and I mean I really did want to go for the curse, and I mean it was like a 50-50, and I said, you know what, let me just go and attack this thing head on. Because I kind of maybe thought he was going to switch out anyway, but I decided to actually just go for another waterfall thinking he was going to stay in, but he actually brought in his Dragonite now, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And I really thought that this Dragonite was a specially based Dragonite, and I did not want to stay in, because why would he bring in his Dragonite unless it was a specially based Dragonite, because I could wall the shit out of him. So I decided to go into Alakazam, and you know, that's a bit questionable as well. I really thought my Alakazam would be able to outspeed even after Dragon Darts. I really did think so, but my bad, I should have actually checked on the damage calcs and seen the speeds. So now I bring in my QUAGSIRE, and QUAGSIRE is like, you know what, fuck you Dragonite, you can just Dragon Darts all over here, I don't give no fucks whatsoever. And I just go for a waterfall, and he's and it does an okay amount. I'm fairly happy with that. And he just decides, yeah, he just goes for another Dragon Darts. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, obviously this guy thinks what is QUAGSIRE's other ability? I know it's Unaware, and there's another one. I think, is it Water Absorb? I don't actually know, but he must be thought I was running my other ability. But you will see now that this QUAGSIRE is so awesome. QUAGSIRE is like, fuck you Dragonite, you can carry on DDing all day long. And you'll see this Dragon Claw did like hardly anything. And obviously now he realizes that, you know, this Dragonite is doing like absolutely nothing, and he has to switch out now. So he's going nowhere slowly, and I'm able to at least chip away at his HP, even though it's like hardly doing anything, you know what. Little damage some damage is better than nothing. So now he brings in the Swampert, and you know what, I get a crit here, but I mean I don't think that crit really mattered honestly, because I was at +1, and you know what, I'm gonna hit it neutrally, and that's a stab waterfall from a QUAGSIRE. You can't mess around with Quaggy. Quaggy is pretty badass. So now he brings in his Charizard, and I kind of at this point in time thought that he was running Mega Charizard X, but why? Why would you ever run 2 Dragon types? That was very retarded of me. That was a retarded prediction to make. I don't know why I thought about that. I don't know, I guess, so he actually does Mega Evolve, and he goes straight for the Solar Beam, which is definitely going to take out poor QUAGSIRE. I mean, it would have been nice to keep QUAGSIRE. QUAGSIRE would have been very useful, even later on in this game, especially even against the Leopard, you know, just dealing with that thing. So now this is questionable. I don't know why I brought in the Rotom. I think, yeah, at this time I thought I still had the Choice Scarf, and I thought I'd be able to outspeed and go for the Vault Switch, but you know what, damn it, I couldn't. Even when he had the Swampert, I mean, I had to go for the Overheat, because I couldn't go for his Vault Switch, because he could bring in his Swampert and just trap me in. So that was just, it's awesome carrying a ground and water typing on your team. So at least I'll be able to bring in my Noiva now and hit this thing with a nice Boom Burst. I thought maybe it'd switch out because I wanted to go for a Draco Meteor, but now I don't want to I know a Boom Burst is not going to take this thing out, so I wanted to switch out and go straight into my Metagross because I don't even know what this thing's going to go for. But he decides to go for a Wish, and I'm like, oh shit. This thing wants to obviously try and restore all of the HP back on like his Skarmory, or yeah, on his Skarmory or even his Dragonite. So he does switch out, he goes to Dragonite. I think he thought I was gonna go for a, because now he knows the set that I'm running. He knows that I'm in the Reflect and Light screen. So maybe he thought I was gonna set up a set, you know, one of my screens. But I just go straight for the Medium Mash, and I'm so happy I at least landed that. So basically he was not able to get up that Wish, so that was awesome. So now he brings in the Skarmory, and I'm like, alrighty. That's okay, and I wasn't sure if a Medium Mash would take it out, but I knew that the obvious like roost was obvious, so I decided to actually switch out into my Noiva, because my Noiva does have the Flamethrower, and I really didn't think a Medium Mash would take it out anyway, and he'd be able to like roost back all of his HP. So now I decided to go straight for a Boom Burst, because I really thought he would switch out, because Flamethrower is a common move on Noiva, unless he overpredict. I mean, unless he predicted me to predict that, you know what? That was a good play on his part. So now he's whirlwinding the shit out of us, and now I'm like, you know what? This is not ideal, because Noiva is not like coming in on Stealth Rocks. That is not cool whatsoever. So you know what? Now he's just gonna roost off this damage. I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is such a problem. So I'm like, okay, you know what, he's gonna obviously carry on roosting, I can't do much, I might as well just try set up my screens and just wait until he whirlwinds me out, and then I can at least attack him with my Flamethrower on my Noiva. That's all I can really do. So I decided, you know, let me just screw it, let me set up my screens and just wait for him to whirlwind me. So he does whirlwind me, he brings in my Noiva, and I have only basically one more free switch in with my Noiva on a whirlwind with the Stealth Rocks up. So I gotta make this count, and I just go straight for the Flamethrower, and he had full HP, which means his Sturdy is still intact, but oh my word, Oh my word, I get the burn. That was... I don't know how important that was, but he goes to the whirlwind and my Metagross does come in and the burn damage is going to be able to take him out. And I don't know, shit, I really... Oh my word, this computer's going to sleep. Wake up, wake up. And that was just incredible. That was absolutely incredible. So at least you know that that Skarmory is taken care of. And now he brings in his Leap Pod, which is going to go for a Sucker Punch. But I do have the Reflect Up, and that did a pitiful amount of damage. I was like, what the hell, really? I go for the Meteor Mash, that's going to take him out. Awesome, I get the attack boost, and all he's got left is the Florges. And I'm feeling fairly confident right now because he's not going to be able to take me out with whatever attacks that he goes for. And I'm faster anyway, so I'm going to go straight for a Meteor Mash. That is going to one-hit KO. Well, not one-hit KO, but you know what I mean. It's going to take out the Florges. No problems whatsoever, and that was the game. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button. Also comment down below the question of the video today. I actually didn't mention in the beginning of the video, but let me know, what is your favorite UU Pokemon? If I had to choose right now, my favorite, it would have to be between QUAGSIRE and Noivern. They are absolutely amazing. They've been putting in so much work in my games. So guys, yeah, just looking back at this game, that Skarmory, you know what, if I didn't get the burn, I could have still taken it out with my Noivern. I could have went with my Metagross and still attacked it. Although I really don't know how that could have played out because there are a lot of different scenarios. Because yeah, I really don't know, because I still had one more turn to switch in with my Noivern. I could have actually switched in, predicting him to go for a Roost, and then I could have obviously attacked with the Flamethrower. But yeah, who knows? But I think that was a deserved victory. I deserve that one. So guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Have an awesome one. Bye bye.